Hi there, welcome back to my channel. This is your Leo New Moon Astro Tarot report. This video where we're gonna basically combine astrology and tarot to get the best messages, the best news for your particular zodiac sign, moon and ascendant. Don't forget to watch for your moon and rising sign as well, okay? So we're gonna go through each zodiac sign in a minute, but first I wanna talk to you about this Leo new moon that's happening on the 4th of August. To me, this seems like a very positive new moon. We're gonna feel the influences of this lunation for 1 up to 12 months, depending on what exactly gets activated in our own natal charts. Most of us are gonna feel the effects for at least the next month. The vast majority for up to 6 months until February next year, when we're gonna have the full moon in Leo, and a few special people will feel it up to a year, especially those of you that have the sun in Leo, because this lunation is kind of activating your solar return. So for sure it's gonna be an amazing year ahead for you guys. So I was saying that this new moon has a lot of positive influences, especially because it's receiving a sextile, which is a benefic influence, a positive influence from Jupiter and from Mars, that are both transiting through the zodiacal sign of Gemini right now. But it's also receiving positive influences from the lunar nodes, from the North and South node, which right now are in Aries, respectively Libra. So all in all, it kind of seems like the ideal moment for love, the ideal moment for new relationships, the ideal moment to start a new business, to basically start fresh somewhere in one particular area of your life, whatever that might be. Now let's see for each individual zodiac sign what the tarot has to say in combination with the astrology of the moment. We're gonna start with Aries, Aries rising, moon or sun. For you guys, this lovely new moon is happening in the 5th house, which has to do with love, with the romance, creativity, optimism, kids. So if you want to have kids, if you want to start a family, now's the time. If you want to start an artistic project, now's the time. This is basically a period of more optimism, of increased optimism for you guys. And it's a really good time to get out there, to put yourself out there, to start dating, meeting new people, because a lot of good things can come your way. Now let's see what the tarot cards have to say about this. So how can you make the most of this lunation in order to really achieve the full potential that this new moon is kind of like planting in your life right now? We have the Page of Cups, the Moon, and the 2 of Pentacles. So Aries, kind of seems that you need to be more emotionally open, emotionally vulnerable. I know that this is very difficult and you would rather not do this, but in order to really obtain the maximum potential from this lunation, from the seeds that are being planted now, you need to have your heart open and go with the flow. Really build something over the next month, and especially over the next 6 months. Really work with the moon cycles, with the next 6 lunation, well, with the next 6 new moons and 6 full moons, so 12 lunations in total, in order to kind of stop this hesitation cycle that you've been kind of wrapped in for quite a while, it seems here, right? So open your heart, go with the flow, work with each new lunation after this one until February, and you are basically maximizing your chances of success, Aries. Okay, let's go now to Taurus rising, Taurus moon or sun. For you guys, this lunation is happening in the 4th house, It's activating the area of your chart that deals with your home, your family, your roots, the relationship that you have with your parents, either your mother or your father, property, real estate, right? Everything gets activated, and with a lot of support, from your destiny, from Jupiter, from Mars. So really you can act in this direction to obtain something, to finalize something, to move something along. Let's see what tarot cards have to say for Taurus. The Hanged Man, the Nine of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. Basically, in order to achieve success, you need to think of this area of your life, of any blockages or delays that you've had related to home, family, property, place of living, real estate, or investments, long-term investments in any of these areas. You need to start thinking about these things in a different way, because if you keep doing the same things that you've been doing in the past, you will get the same results. You want different results, you need to think differently about a situation. You need to be more calculated with the Queen of Swords. You need to have a plan, and you need to detach yourself, because I see here a lot of family ties that are keeping you back, that are keeping you stuck, and really away from your long-term goals and away from your full potential. So Taurus, it's time to cut some ties. This full moon is activating the roots of your life, and you need to inspect those roots very carefully. And if they are toxic, if they are rotten, if they don't sustain the life that you are trying to build for yourself in the future, then cut those ties, Taurus. You don't need toxicity in your life. You're building something amazing here. Now for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This new moon in Leo is activating your third house of travel, community, and siblings. It's activating your neighbors. It's activating anything that has to do with technology, with writing, with communication, with sales, marketing. So all these areas of your life are really being highlighted right now for you, Gemini. Let's see what the cards have to say. How can you make the most of this energy, Gemini? Let's give them a good shuffle. So for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising, we have the Page of Wands, the Nine of Swords, okay, and the Hierophant. Gemini, in order to make the most of this lunation over the next 6 months, you are going to have to reignite your inner fire. Find the spark, because you've kind of lost the spark here, and the spark has been lost due to anxiety, worries, lack of sleep, and that's really not good for you. Right now you are on the verge of a breakthrough in your life. The next chapter that's gonna start in February, it's gonna be a big one. You are kind of working towards something better in your life, and in order to achieve that something better, whether that something better is getting married or buying property or moving somewhere, investing in real estate, becoming your own boss, right, becoming an entrepreneur or something like that, whatever this long-term plan of yours is, whatever you're trying to build long-term in your life, right now you need to clean up your community, you need to clean up your support system, because if you don't have this arranged and settled and free of toxicity and just clean and nice and neat and supportive and enthusiastic, right, if you don't have this in your life, then you're not going to be able to build the other things that are coming for you 6 months from now. So clean up your friend circle. Toxic people, people that give you anxiety, they don't belong next to you. Declutter your working space, your work environment. It's basically you're cleaning house right now, Gemini, in every sense of the word, because what's coming next year in February and then later on in April and May is really amazing for you. So general cleanup of your life. Declutter your life right now, because amazing things are coming for you, Gemini, okay? For Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising, this lunation, this new moon in Leo, is activating your second house. It has to do with the money that you make, with your eating habits, with your diet, with the things that give you comfort and pleasure. It has to do especially with your finances. So this can be the start of a really good financial period for you, Cancer. So let's see what the tarot cards have to say for you. We have the Death, Major Arcana, the Three of Cups, and we have the Two of Wands. So Cancer, over the next 6 months, there's gonna be a big transformation in your finances, but in order to achieve this transformation, you must also transform 2 other aspects of your life. One has to do with your friends and your friend group, and the things that you do routinely with your friends, let's put it like that. And the other thing is with the Two of Wands, you're gonna have to make a big decision. You're gonna have to change something major in your life. If you thought that your life was going one way, over the next 6 months, somewhere along the way, and for you most probably it's gonna be during Scorpio season, so October, November, in that period, something is gonna come up that's gonna take you in a completely new direction. Maybe you're gonna have the option to move to a different city, to a different state, to a different country, to a different continent, I don't know. Maybe it's just a symbolic move, like you're moving to a different company, you're moving to a different position, you're moving to a different stage in your life. It's gonna depend. But basically, these are the areas of your life that you need to clean up from now until January in order to start next year to really make the big bucks, right? To make a lot of money. So what can I say? Good luck, Cancer. I wish I was a Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising right about now. Let's see for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This new moon is happening in your sign, so of course you're gonna feel it the most. You're gonna be the most affected by this lunation. It's affecting you, your health, your appearance, your physical body overall, but also your mental state. So if you're a Leo moon, you're definitely gonna be feeling this energy most over the next month. It's gonna be the highest intensity. If you're a Leo rising, the highest intensity will be over the next 6 months. So the culminating point will be somewhere mid-February next year. If you're a Leo sun, you're gonna be carrying this energy along with you over the next year, right? Because especially if your birthday is in early August, like the first week of August, definitely you're gonna be feeling this energy very, very intensely. Now let's see what the tarot cards have to say for you, Leo. How can you maximize the potential of this energy? We have the Hanged Man, we have the Fool, and the Ten of Wands. So 2 major arcana right off the bat, the Hanged Man and the Fool, which are basically showing me that you are stuck in an area of your life. There's an energy stuck deep inside of you. And right now you feel like it's gonna be a lot of hard work, and I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be a lot of hard work, but there is a catch here. You can make things easier for you if you connect with the energy of the planet Uranus. What does this mean? You can make things much easier for you if you are impulsive. If you just listen to your gut feeling, to your intuition, to what your heart is telling you right now, Leo. Because you are stuck, because your heart and your mind are telling you different things and you don't know what to do. And here basically the cards are saying, do the most impulsive thing. Do the thing that no one expects you to do. And even though that road might seem like the more difficult road right now, things are somehow gonna work out for you, Leo. This is basically what the cards are showing me. And 6 months from now, you're gonna have your first big milestone where you're gonna start seeing results in mid-February, when you're gonna feel better, you're gonna look better, you're gonna have more confidence, and things just start to flow for you. And by next August, by August 2025, you're gonna be in a much different place than where you find yourself today, Leo. Good luck and happy birthday. Now let's go to Virgo, Sun, Moon and Rising. For you, Virgo, this new moon in Leo is activating your 12th house. It's activating your hidden enemies. It's bringing to the forefront of your attention things that have to do with old age, with retirement, maybe through the lens or the eyes or the experiences of older people in your family, or maybe they just come up through the lens of planning for your own retirement, planning for what's gonna happen with you years or decades from now. This lunation is also bringing to the forefront something to do with foreign lands and foreign people. So if you get a chance to travel during this period, take that chance. Let's see, Virgo, for you guys, what the cards have to say. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and the Four of Cups. Financially speaking, things are looking good. You are on track to achieve your long-term goals, right? Because the 12th house also has something to do with your long-term goals. From an emotional point of view, also things are looking good. Objectively speaking, looking from the outside in, things are okay for you, Virgo. There's nothing to complain here. However, we have this Four of Cups, which is showing me a lot of discontent. You're not happy with where you are professionally. You're not happy with how things are shaping up in your personal life either. And honestly, Virgo, my question for you here is, why is this profound unhappiness here? What aspects of your life, of your upbringing, of your previous experiences are making you feel like you have fallen behind schedule? Who told you that you are supposed to achieve X, Y, and Z by this time? I think it's time, Virgo, to rewrite the rules of the game, to make up your own rules, to make up your own targets and milestones for your own life. Because if you continue living by other people's standards, I'm sorry to say, you will never be happy. There's always gonna be someone more accomplished than you. There's always gonna be someone with a better relationship than you. If you keep finding the... oh, how can I put it to you, Virgo? If you keep searching for external validation, you're never gonna reach the happiness that you're looking for. Start looking for internal validation, and the first step here is asking yourself, what do I want? What's important for me? What's relevant for me? And then you're gonna see that things actually start to go better and better for you, Virgo, okay? For Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising, this new moon in Leo is activating your 11th house. This is taking place in a very nice part of your chart that has to do with friends, with followers, supporters, with society at large, with networking, with people that admire you, with people that want to help you. It's a very social part of your chart, Libra, and a lot of good thing, a lot of support can come through people you might be meeting around this new moon, and their friends, right? Friends of friends. This is also part of the 11th house. Let's see what the tarot cards have to say for you. We have the Major Arcana, the Devil, the Page of Cups, and the Chariot. So we have two Major Arcana here. The card that represents Capricorn and the card that represents Cancer. So this is very interesting because Capricorn and Cancer together with you and Aries form the cardinal cross. So I guess this Leo season is a very important season for you, dear Libra. It's an important season, especially in the romance department. So the advice of the cards here with the Page of Cups is to be open and to be honest, and to give love another chance. With the Devil and the Chariot, things tend to move quite rapidly, especially in your career. But if you keep your eye on business only, you are going to regret it, because this season, this Leo season, is about so much more than networking for business purposes only. This Leo season is about merging business and pleasure. This Leo season is about achieving everything that you've ever wanted in your life, Libra, okay? So don't settle for anything less than everything you've ever wanted and desired and dreamed of, because you really, really do have everything that it takes to get everything that you've ever wanted. Now with the Devil card, the only warning that I have for you here is to be very careful about the choices that you make, and also be careful that sometimes when you don't do anything and you just wait for things to play out on their own, that's also a choice that you have to live with. So really take ownership of everything that you choose to do or not to do, to say or not to say. So good luck, Libra. It's gonna be interesting. Now let's see for Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Rising. For us Scorpios, this is happening in our 10th house of career, reputation, of destiny, really, right? It has something to do with our long-term plans, with how we are being seen and perceived by people. So let's see, Scorpio, how we can best take advantage of this energy. Messages for Scorpios. We start out strong. Ooh, I dissolved in the background, because that's what the Death card brings. That's the type of transformation that the Death card brings. And this is the major arcana that represents us, Scorpios. Next we have the Ten of Wands, and finally we have the Chariot. So big changes are going to happen over the next 6 months for us. Changes that are going to be difficult for some of us, especially because Scorpio is a fixed water sign, so emotionally it's going to be very difficult to deal with these changes. But overall, these are changes that are really needed in order to correct our destiny, to correct our path in life. A lot of Scorpios have been straying from their true meaning, from their destiny, from their calling. A lot of Scorpios have been ignoring the call of destiny. A lot of Scorpios have been ignoring their intuition. A lot of Scorpios have not been willing to put in the hard work that it takes to really get all the power that's within us and to do something with all that power, right? So the next 6 months are not going to be easy. They're going to be profoundly Scorpionic. And I can guarantee that come February, we are going to be in a much better place in our lives than where we are now. It takes a lot of hard work. So Scorpio, don't run away from hard work. Don't run away from your dreams. Don't take the easy way out, because if you do, you are going to regret it. This is such a good time for us. It's time to step into our power. It's time to stop avoiding whatever we've been avoiding for so long, because it's gonna turn out great. Just trust yourself. Okay, let's see now for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Rising. For Sag, this is taking place in our 9th house, and this lunation really activates everything that has to do with law, with universities, with higher levels of education, with traveling to foreign lands, traveling to faraway places, learning new things, and opening our mind to new possibilities. This is amazing. I love this energy, I'm not gonna lie. Sag, I'm a Sagittarius moon. I also have a stellium in Sagittarius, so for sure I love this energy. Love, love, love it. Let's see what the tarot cards have to say for Sag. Two of Cups, amazing things coming in love. Seven of Cups, a lot of confusion also. Knight of Pentacles, confusion, between love and career, between love and money, between being in love and thinking that everything's gonna turn out amazing, and then how do we actually put our plans into motion? How do we actually make our plans concrete in reality, right? So I don't know how, Sagittarius, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know how we're gonna get our happy ending, because the Seven of Cups doesn't want to tell us this, but we are. And I hope this is enough to keep us going through the next 6 months, to keep us fighting for our love, to keep us on track to grow our businesses and our careers. And honestly, right now, it's not even that important the how. The how doesn't matter. The why matters. Find your why. Find your motivation. Find what makes you tick. Find the thing that makes you want to get up in the morning and keep going and keep fighting for your dreams, whether they are in your personal life or in your professional life. Find your why, find your motivation, and things will work out for us, Sagittarius. It's an amazing, amazing energy. And yeah, we'll see in February what this new moon actually brings us. I'm really looking forward to it. For Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising, this new moon in Leo is activating your 8th house. It's gonna activate your relationship with other people's money. Maybe your partner's money, maybe your parents' money, maybe your business partner's money. It's gonna activate something to do with debt, with sex, sexuality, and everything that is taboo and that we don't really talk about in the open. The first card that came up here for you, Capricorn, is the World. This is a very important major arcana that shows the ending of a cycle. So even though we're talking about a new moon, you need to be mindful that from now until February 2025, so for the next 6 months, you are actually starting to close down a chapter in your life. This is the beginning of the end of something in your life. This is the beginning of the end of being in debt. This is the beginning of the end of not having enough money. This is the beginning of the end of always depending on other people for your comfort, for your day-to-day needs. This is the beginning of the end for something that was troubling you on a very deep and personal level. And this, I think, is such a wonderful news for you, Capricorn. We are starting to finish something toxic, something dark in our lives, and with the High Priestess, you are going to be ready starting next year to step into your light. 7 of Cups, again, confusion, confusion, confusion. You don't know how you're gonna get to the other side, and it's not important. It's really, really irrelevant how you are going to achieve all of this. What's important is to trust your intuition. What's important is to look beyond the visible realm to find your answers. What's important is to connect deep inside with your spirit, with your spirituality, in order to find the answers that you're looking for. Because the answers that you're looking for about how I'm gonna get out of debt, how I'm gonna deal with this problem. How am I gonna make my life better? The answers are all inside of you. It's a matter of trust, it's a matter of principle, it's a matter of vision, it's a matter of manifesting into reality what is inside of you. And you see that here inside of you, you can have something very dark, or you can have a lot of light, and that's your decision, Capricorn. What do you pay attention to? Your destructive thoughts or your positive and optimistic thoughts? And that is your decision. It's not a difficult decision to take. It's not a difficult thing. It's not an easy thing to do. It's quite difficult to do this, especially because you don't have a concrete action plan. And I cannot give you an action plan with point 1, 2, 3, 4. I cannot give you a checklist, and once you tick everything off your checklist, ta-da, your life's all better. No, it's a process. It's a continuous process that needs to start from within, deep within yourself. The good thing is that Saturn's here supporting you, and it's very, very possible for you to achieve all of this. You just have to trust yourself, Capricorn, okay? Now, let's see for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For us Aquarians, this new moon in Leo is activating our 7th house. It's happening in our 7th house. It has to do with our husbands, our wives, our life partners, but also our business partners. It has to do with legal contracts. It has to do with making a relationship official, Aquarius. It's gonna be a fun time. The next 6 months are gonna be interesting. Let's see what the tarot cards have to say for Aquarius. We have the 5 of Wands, the 7 of Wands, and the 9 of Pentacles. So the cards want to talk about your finances, because it kind of seems like you need to fight for the money that you're owed. You need to stick to your guns in respect to any business dealings, any business contracts. You are the prize here, Aquarius. So this is what the 7 of Wands reminds us, that we are the prize. And yeah, the 5 of Wands, okay, we're gonna have to fight for it. We're gonna have to fight dirty sometimes. But that's okay, that's something we know how to do. The only thing here is that we're fighting for money, and we don't like to do that. We would much rather fight for justice, for equality, for human rights. We would much rather fight for other people than for something as menial as money, especially money for ourselves. We don't like to fight for that. But this is a lesson that we need to learn right now. Why? Because at the core of it, money is a way to store energy, right? Time is money. And if we don't fight for the money that we are owed, then it means that we really don't love ourselves enough. So this is a big lesson in self-love. And once we love and honor our time, our effort, and we are willing to fight for that, then our partners are gonna respect us more for the fact that we have that moral structure, that integrity, and that self-love, right? And things are going to get much better in our personal lives as well as a result of this. Okay, Aquarius, good luck with that. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I think I know, but I'm not quite sure yet. So I'm really looking forward to see what the next 6 months have in store, especially because this cycle that's starting with this new moon in Leo right now is gonna end with the full moon in Leo that's gonna take place on my birthday on February 12th. So that's gonna be interesting. Last but not least, let's see for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For Pisces, this Leo new moon is happening in your 6th house, and it's activating everything to do with your health, with your routine, with your pets, and everything that you do on a daily basis, basically. So let's see for Pisces. We have the 4 of Pentacles. we have the Hermit, and we have the Eight of Wands. So Pisces, you are really sticking to your routine, even though it might not be the best thing for you. This is what the first two cards are showing me here, is that this new moon is gonna highlight for you something that needs to change in your day-to-day life, something that needs to change in your habit. Maybe it's gonna highlight the fact that you need to stop smoking or drinking or eating certain foods. Maybe it's something that you need to start doing that you've been avoiding. Whatever it is, it's affecting you on a deep core level, and it's affecting also your relationships. You know what it is that you need to change in your life. You already know it. I'm not gonna say it. You know it. I just gave you a few examples. And once this Hermit shines its light to the deep recesses of your mind, to the place deep inside you that you've been avoiding at all costs, once you have the courage to shine your light down there, things are gonna change with incredible speed. It's like once the decision is made that I'm gonna stop doing something or start doing something, once the decision is made, the next second it's done. It's already happening, and it's much more natural. It's much easier than you've ever expected. I think here, especially with these two cards, you've kind of been blowing things out of proportion and giving too much importance to something that is actually quite manageable for you, Pisces, okay? So those were the messages for all the 12 signs. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this was helpful for you. Don't forget that the energy is most potent on August 4th, but we're going to be feeling the impact of the things that are planted in our lives right now for up to 1 year. For the vast majority, it's going to be for the next 6 months, but for some people, it's going to be for up to a year, okay? I wish you all the best. If you have any questions, don't forget to leave them in the comments. Please support the growth of my channel with a like, with sharing this video with your friends, subscribe to my channel, and I'm really looking forward to see you in the next video. Bye bye.